Saturday and his amazing friends.
Crisscross applesauce. Ugh. Hello, my cherished few, and welcome back to Saturday and His Amazing Friends, a show that might not be that popular, but at least it's persistent, and it keeps its word, because last week I asked all of you which Saturday morning cartoon you wanted to see covered here today, and by a landslide, you chose Alf, the animated series. Airing on NBC from 1987 until 1989, it was, of course, based on the live-action sitcom of the same name, and I cannot begin to tell you how popular Alf was back in the day. He had his own show, he had his own doll, he was a frequent guest on Hollywood Squares, he dated Madonna for a while, and just when you thought he was out, he returned, in Pog form. He was so popular that he had not one, but two animated shows on Saturday morning that ran back to back. Alf Tales and Alf. You know, we might talk about Alf Tales sometime in the future, or not. But today, we're talking about the first one, Alf, the animated exploitation of a surprise American pop culture icon. Let's take a look. The first thing you're gonna notice is that this theme song freaking kicks! I could put this on repeat and listen to it in the car, and I'm not even kidding.
Send us into outer space, 'cause there ain't no one like you in the Melmacian race. Teach us, send us, God, and make us twitch.
Man, that cat can belt it. Yeah, I guess it's not that surprising. My cat sings like this whenever it's in heat.
No one like you in this place.
So, Alf is a prequel to the live-action series and takes place on Alf's home planet of Melmac. If you watch the live-action series, you know that things didn't go very well on Melmac. What happened on Melmac again?
It exploded. This was my street.
Oh, yeah. Melmac exploded and left only a very small handful of survivors, including Alf, obviously. So all of the characters we meet in this series, Alf's friends, his family, and even his enemies, they're all dead. Every one of them. His daddy, his mommy, his sister, his brother, his friends, even that horrible, ugly bird and that god-awful dog. All of them are dead. We're watching a Saturday morning cartoon filled with mangled corpses that don't know they're deceased.
Good, you think you're safe and alive? You're already dead. Everybody, even you're dead already. This whole place, everything you see is gone.
This gives the show this very strange air of sadness and inevitability to it. Listen, I was not a bright kid at the age of 12 when Alf first aired during the NBC cartoon block, but even I recognized the guillotine hanging over these characters, the pressing weight of doom for all these fun-loving Melmacian residents. But then I remembered that Melmacians eat cats, and I thought, nah, you know what? They deserve to die. Isn't that right, Miss Kitty? I love you. Yes, Alf and his race of aliens eat cats, and you see that as a recurring joke in the series. See the dead cat heads? Notice that the theme song is being sung by a trio of felines? I imagine that if I lived on Melmac, this would be a lot like the opening of Sausage Party, where all the food is singing to us. What kind of a sicko would enjoy that anyway? Come to think of it, I guess we would. We did listen to the California Raisins, and I ate a buttload of raisins. So maybe we aren't that different after all. Does that mean Earth is destined to blow up one day? God, I hope so.
Ha! 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 Oh, this stuff is terrific! Ha! Ha!
Every episode of ALF begins with live-action ALF writing his memoirs of life on Melmac, which exploded, killing every member of his species. It's okay, though. I think he's taking it well.
Oh, this stuff is terrific! Incidentally, I got my semicolon fixed, but I think I hurt my colon laughing.
Mommy! What's a colon and how do you hurt yours laughing?
I heard mine listening to your hopes and dreams, you insufferable mistake. I should have sold you to that gypsy circus.
Oh, incidentally, Alf's real name is Gordon Shumway. He was the Gordon that the theme song was referring to. That means that Alf had to assimilate into human society by adopting a name that wasn't even his own. Alf, if you remember, is an anagram for alien life form. Couldn't they just respect his culture and him as an individual and just call him Gordon?
What's your name? Say it!
Toby.
Oh my God, that was offensive and not funny at all, and shame on all of you for laughing at that. Imagine if a human landed on Melmac and they just decided to make up their own name to call him. You're a bipedal upright terrestrial traveler? All right, we're gonna call you Bud. My name's Jason. Quiet, Bud! Now do something funny! These t-shirts aren't gonna sell themselves! Ha! The episode opens up with the Shumway's pet bird, or whatever that is, gathering hair from Alf's head to build a nest. Alf awakens and, upon seeing his exposed dome, assumes that he's going bald.
I'm going bald!
I literally just said that.
What'll it be, guys?
Give me 4 calico burgers, extra mayo, tuck in.
Hey, Gordon! I didn't expect to see you here so late.
Okay, so that guy was right in the middle of an order, and Stella just ignores him when Alf comes in. Then again, he was ordering a calico burger, so forget him! I hope he starves.
I'm going bald, Stella.
Oh, Gordy.
Shh! I don't want anyone to notice.
Then taking off your helmet and telling everybody was probably not that smart of a move.
I know what'll cheer you up, Gordy. Your favorite dish. Be back in a flash.
I was bald too, but then I went to Madame Poughkeepsie's.
Wow!
Madame Poughkeepsie is a proven expert in her field, a true follicle doctor.
Thanks! I'm there!
I want to point out that Stella left to get Alf his favorite food, and Alf up and left the diner before she even got back. Well, you know, it serves her right for rudely abandoning her previous customer the way she did, and given that Alf's favorite food is probably chicken fried cat or something, I hope it comes out of her paycheck, and I hope the diner goes out of business, and I hope the building burns down. Don't we, baby? Yes, we do. Alf finds Madame Poughkeepsie, and it turns out that she's a witch doctor. Or at least whatever the alien equivalent of a witch doctor is on Melmac. Alf, this is why you need to research things before you go running head-on to go get them. I mean, come on, you heard about a doctor at a diner who's open in the middle of the night and you immediately ran there, no questions asked, and now you're shocked that she's a little unconventional? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being a little unconventional because unconventional medical practitioners are often the best. My dentist, for example, used an unconventional medical practice and saved me from having to have a very painful root canal. And he also told me that I have a very healthy prostate. So Alf pays the woman and, wait a second, everyone else on this show are wearing full costumes, but Alf is only wearing an open Hawaiian shirt. The dude is literally showing everyone his full frontal alien anatomy, and he thinks that Madame Poughkeepsie's weird? Wait a minute. On the live-action series, Alf is wearing absolutely nothing, yet if Melmacians wear clothing, that means that Alf made the conscious choice to walk around fully naked. Alf! There were children in that house! I'm calling the police.
Mumbo jumbo.
Did she just say mumbo jumbo? I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
All right, let's see some green.
Alf quickly changes his mind about seeking help from Madame Poughkeepsie when the witch doctor does, well, witch doctor things. Without even giving her cure time to work, Alf demands angrily to have his money back and then insults her, which is a totally sane thing to do to a crazy old witch woman, and something I have never seen anyone who has ever done it have the slightest amount of harm.
Snipper, snapper, frundle bun, you have undid what I have done!
Fiddle faddle, you scheming quack! You have my money? I want it back!
I hate how clever this show is. I genuinely hate it. This series could have been nothing but a shameless cash grab, and sometimes it is, but they went and put some actual effort into it. The animation looks good, the writing is witty, and all my usual sarcasm is just going to make me look like an absolute horse's butt. However, that is a small price to pay, and I am more than willing to pay it. Feeling rightfully insulted, Madame Poughkeepsie puts a curse on Alf.
Keep the money. Your lizard looks underfed.
Hey, fella, a bit late to be wandering the streets, isn't it? What's your story?
Dang, Melmac is full of fascists. You know, maybe it's a good thing it blew up. ACAB. Alf cops are, you know.
Let's see some ID. That's you, all right. Now get moving.
Thanks. Ciao.
Happy birthday song. It's funny because he's in his birthday suit, and, you know, this was back in the days when Happy Birthday to You was still under copyright, so Alf had to pay for that joke. I admire that level of commitment, especially when it's aimed at an audience that probably isn't even going to get it.
Alf will return after these messages.
That's right, Mommy. Stir that soup. Show it who's boss. Make it respect you. Oh, was the soup just emasculated? You deserve it, you soupy scum!
Each sold separately.
Break up the new equipment! Don't trust it. It's your goggles down.
I'm still not over getting this for Christmas of 1987, Mom, and I hope you remember that when I pick out your nursing home.
What was that?
Nothing.
Police Academy.
This is Jones. Numbskull's robbing the bank.
Each sold separately.
Oh, hey! I forgot there were Police Academy toys. Why was this not a successful toy line? I mean, it's perfect for kids, and I don't think that there was anything in that movie that was objectionable that would make parents upset. Oh, horse sold separately.
We now return to Alf.
So Alf is cursed and everyone he touches will go bald, but considering that this is a species that subsists on cat killing, they deserve it. Don't they, baby? Get that out of your mouth.
You waiting up for me, Bismarck? Huh?
Wait, did that fish have hair?
I can't sleep. I want a hug.
Oh, look, it's Alf's adorable baby sister, and she wants hugs. This little girl's dead now. His entire family is dead. This is a story about the ghost that haunts Alf's mind.
I want a hug.
This kid is aggressively affectionate. You know, I think whenever she died, she was reincarnated into Harvey Weinstein.
I want a hug.
Augie? Augie? Augie! How about if I bring you a nice calico bar? An order of cat fries? Money? Little shark. All right, here's a Wernick.
4 Wernicks.
Oh, this kid's shrewd. I respect that. Alf seeks out his friends Rick and Skip for help. Rick and Skip also die in the destruction of Melmac, in case you were wondering. Rick also has a stutter, which I guess was still okay to make fun of in the 1980s.
You should go back and apologize to Madam
Yeah, man, listen to the dude. Get on your hands and knees, grovel, make a production of it.
Never.
Huh?
Alf refuses to apologize to Madame Poughkeepsie and dons a disguise to try to trick her into granting him the power to grow hair on whoever he wants. Hey, wasn't that the plot of the peanut butter solution?
Hey, I remember the peanut butter solution.
Yeah, do you remember the paintbrush? I remember the paintbrush. Yeah, do you remember Connie?
I remember Connie.
I remember Connie put the solution somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, that was uncomfortable to watch.
This is a very strange night with all this hair business. Okay, but you must do something for me in return. You must embark on a quest for the legendary golden egg. Will you bring me the egg?
Nah!
So, what has Alf taught us today, children? Don't bother researching your medical practitioners. Be a Karen if you don't get instantaneous results. Never apologize. And when all else fails, just steal. 1980s Saturday mornings were the friggin' Wild West, I swear. Madame Poughkeepsie responds to this insult in a very thought-out and measured way that is in no way overreacting.
Go get it, Eugene.
No problem.
Who is that? That's...
We'll return after these messages.
Hey, what are kids stuck on? On stamps. They're stuck on stamps. It's fun to do, either by yourself or with your crew. Now,
Don't try to make stamps cool. Stamps will never be cool. And that's kind of what makes them cool.
I'd love to see that horse up close. Hey, why don't you go ask? But I can't do that.
Sure you can. After all, if Rice Krispies can talk.
Crackle Pop. Snap, crackle, pop. So can I. Hey, mister, can I see your horse?
No, go away, kid!
What?
Just when it looks like Alf is going to be an Area 51 autopsy, he finally finds the right magic words and not only reverses the curse, but also gives the monster hair, which is apparently what the monster always wanted suddenly.
Say, do you know where a bachelor can have a good time around here?
Alf returns home and realizes that he now has the power to manipulate hair with a mere touch, making him the lamest superhero ever. Okay, second lamest superhero ever.
Think about your friends.
Yeah, what about Rhonda? How you gonna date her like this?
Hi, Rhonda. Mind if I hold your hand?
Oh, I'd love to hold your hand, Gordon.
The Melmacian in Alf's Daydream is Rhonda, by the way. In a shocking bit of continuity, Rhonda was actually mentioned multiple times on the live-action series. And in case you think I'm kidding when I say that literally every character on this animated series dies except for Alf, look at this!
Reminds me of how I'll never have another birthday with my friends.
Oh, Alf, you did have a lot of birthdays with your friends.
Yeah, but that last one was a real bummer.
How come?
Well, for one thing, the planet exploded. But it wasn't just that. I was finally going to get together with my true love, Rhonda. What a knockout. Our very first date was going to be on my birthday.
The night your planet blew up.
Sayonara Melmac and Sayonara Rhonda.
What's yours?
Dark.
Fair's fair.
It's then that Alf realizes that his ugly pet bird is the reason for his entire misadventure, and he tries to kill him. Really? Alf tries to kill his bird. This tune was wild. In a panic, the bird lays an egg, and this gives Alf an idea.
Hi. Sorry for taking so long, but it took a while to find this.
How did you?
Hey, see if you can spot the moment that this episode ran out of budget.
Fast. We had a bargain, remember?
Oh, very well, young man.
That it? Where's the song and dance?
That's only for casting spells, not breaking them.
And so the curse is lifted, and Alf, well, Alf gets away with it. That's it. Alf just gets away with it.
Talk about a hair-raising story. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, Alf, so I have an observation.
Not only do you lie, cheat, and steal in this episode, but
You also defraud an old woman who had the power to give you what you asked for in the first place if you hadn't been such an impatient reprobate.
listen, I was expecting you to get your comeuppance, but it never came, so
I'm just going to assume that the destruction of your entire planet was your fault. It was your karma. All those deaths are on your hands, Alf.
your family, your friends, that ugly dog,
All because you and your selfishness. You're the bad guy here, Alf. It's you. It's always
been you, and I hope that you burn in.
Hello? Hello?
Alf will return after these messages.
We're into movies, and we're really into movie stars, and we're mostly into Superstar Barbie. Superstar Barbie on the movie screen. Superstar Barbie.
Movie star Barbie. That's ridiculous. Nobody would go see a Barbie movie.
Let's just doesn't have a fashion show. Introducing Dressing Pretty. 3 sets of dress-up.
Well, those are just Halloween costumes with extra steps.
Look at me, it's my wedding day.
That's the future New Hampshire Republicans want. I know I said that there was this weird, ominous sadness about Alf, knowing that his entire planet is doomed, but it's really prevalent in the end credits, where the theme song is reprised as a strange, sad gospel hymn as his family gathers around him. It's like a dirge for characters who aren't dead yet, but whose time is quickly running out. It just goes to show that death is a predator that stalks us all, even a family of cartoon aliens.
Be sure to join us next on NBC's Saturday morning for Superman and Batman's Parents Power Hour, followed by the Gargoyles of Castle Wyvern, and then finally it's a new episode of The Fright Family, here on NBC, where existence is meaningless.
That's it for Saturday and His Amazing Friends. If you like what you see, please consider becoming a Patreon of our channel by checking out the video description below or clicking the link right there. If it didn't show up, it's because you're watching on an incompatible device and I just look really silly right now. You might also consider becoming a channel member for early access to our videos and other perks. It's only $5 a month and will go towards helping me continue making this stupid show and developing new stupid shows. Until we see each other again, please remember,
The Melmacians devoured cats for thousands of years, and the entire race deserved to die in a fire, burning and screaming in agony. The flames of the destruction of their homeworld are a light tickle compared to the fires of hell that await them. May the conflagration consume their souls for all eternity!
dang.